Hello, my beautiful Leos. It is time for your weekly energy forecast. Hi there, my name is Intuitive Lee, and we are looking at the energy forecast for the week of October 15th through to the 21st, once again working on the sign of Leo. Now, Leos, you will know as well as I that we've had some major energies coming through the last few days here. We had that wonderful, at least I consider it a wonderful day. Friday the 13th has always meant good fortune for me for as far back as I can remember, long before I ever understood working with energy or the metaphysical world. I just felt an affinity for Friday the 13th. And then of course we had that wonderful solar eclipse on Saturday, which brings big energies in, right? Which are effective 3 days before, of course, the day of, and 3 days after. So fully for the 16th, 17th, 18th, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you may still be feeling this. This is an opportunity, yes, absolutely for new beginnings, new starts, new projects, whatever, new to you, okay? But it is also a time for bringing balance into your life, welcoming in some justice to your life, and this is karmic justice, let's keep that in mind. And then we're also looking at maybe some old systems or old ways of beings or old patterns, even old relationships coming to the forefront again, bubbling to the surface, if you will, to be dealt with for the last time. All right, time to clear up some of that cosmic junk, if you will. All right, Leo, let's get to it. So the first deck that I'm using here is Nature's Whispers. This is going to give us our overarching energy for the week ahead. And this week for you, we have vulnerability. So this card is effective for the entire week ahead. Keep that in mind. It is that theme or thread of energy that runs through anything. And vulnerability, people think it's a weakness to reveal who they are or things that are going on with them. But vulnerability is a superpower. And it takes incredible strength to be vulnerable, right? So Leos, you're being encouraged to be strong and courageous this week, which is in keeping with who you are. So, I mean, how difficult could it be? Really? Come on. No, I know vulnerability is a difficult thing. I struggle with it. There's parts of me that I'll tell you out here, no problem, tell you my life story in a heartbeat. But there's certain aspects of my being that I keep very, very private and very few people know about. So, those are the things that I'm learning to be vulnerable with. The secrets are not secrets when they're told in a safe, secure environment. They lose their hold on you, right? That guilt and shame loses its power when you save it and share it. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Guilt and shame lose their power when you find yourself strong enough to be vulnerable in a safe and secure environment. Make sense? Oh my God. Leave me a note in the chat below if that made sense to you. I feel a little bit scattered, and I'm pretty sure it's because I'm doing this under the energy of that beautiful eclipse, right? So we're starting off our week, look at here, with the Magician's Sword, right? And it says here, confidence in your magic. Your magic is just that. It's yours. It's not mine. It's not your neighbors. It's not your spouses. It's not your best friends. It's yours. And you get to own it wholeheartedly, without exception, without excuses, without justification, right? You hold your magic. You believe in your magic, and I want you to allow yourself, give yourself permission to just swim in that energy of, I am allowed to have my own belief system, whatever it means to me. Right? When you truly get that confidence in your magic, because we all carry it within, but when you carry it with confidence and you allow your light to shine, ooh, that's a special kind of vulnerability, because that gives others permission to do the same. And that's a powerful thing. All right? All right, Leo, where else are we going with this? Towards the middle of the week now. We have, repairing of the veil. Now, in this case, it is all about forgiveness. Now, I'm taking special note here that in this card at this time, what's jumping out to me is that thinning of the veil comment. And I do feel like the forgiveness has to come in for those of your people who have already crossed over. And in doing this, I also feel like there has to be forgiveness for self. Okay, so it can be a journey that's very deep, very meaningful, and very, very healing if you allow for it. Vulnerability at the most sensitive areas of your life. When we're talking forgiveness here, it doesn't mean sort of absconding the others of their responsibilities and their and accountability for their actions. That's not what it's about at all. Jesus Murphy, I am just like totally tripping over my tongue today. It's been happening a lot. So I'm just going to carry through. It's part of who I am. So the forgiveness, I encourage you to look up the definition and truly understand what forgiveness for others and self truly means for you. Okay. For me, it took me a long time to forgive myself for some of the positions and places and circumstances and environments I put myself in. And in those places and circumstances, environments, I had untold, unspeakable things occur and happen. And I was going to say to me, but in hindsight, of course, they're always for me. And I'm far enough along on my healing journey to get that. And so don't come at me with guns ablazing if you're not, right? If you are not there yet, if you are still seeing things that happen to you, not for you, it's a process. And it can be a long, drawn-out process. It is so worth it to take that journey, though, of self-forgiveness especially. And for me personally, it was a case of daily saying the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer in the mirror. I had it written down in dry eraser, and I said it every day, every time I went into the bathroom. It took me 3.5 years to learn to love and forgive myself. Okay? So give it time. Give it space. All right. Carry on. Where is your week wrapping up here, Leo? We have for you the Wailing Tree. Look at this. It's all about reconciliation for you. See what this journey of forgiveness does when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable? One of the most difficult things that we as human beings can do is allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Now, I'm going to just pause for a moment and say, I recognize that you're probably seeing the cards backwards. I've had a watcher explain that to me, and I will figure out this whole managing my camera from the flip side and turning it off, turning it on, blah, blah, blah. I'll get there. In the meantime, my apologies for you guys seeing things in reverse. However, actually, I just figured out a way I might be able to change that. Loving it. All right. So the Wailing Tree reconciliation, after practicing this forgiveness by being vulnerable, going in, and you're having confidence in your magic, which is helping you through all of this. So when you're building your confidence enough that you can stand in your truth, stand in your belief system, this is who I am, and you're vulnerable enough to own that, magic takes place around you, including some of that self-forgiveness and forgiveness for others. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, magical week, Leo. Please leave me a note in the chat below. I feel like I've kind of been talking a little bit scattered through your recording today, but I don't think that's A, wholly unusual for me, or B, completely out of the norm considering we just had a major solar eclipse, right? Anyways, blessed be. If you'd like to know more about me, you can look me up at intuitivelyspiritualmedium.com. And in the meantime, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for increasing my subscriber list. I'm loving the growth that's happening on this page, and I love all of you for being here and helping me with it, okay? Take care now. Bye-bye. See you next week.